Paul, we're in the playoffs, so how are you feeling?
Probably got in the playoffs like I probably thought we might and knew we would. At times very painful, stuttering, not playing particularly well, but we're in the playoffs. You know, the biggest bonus today, the crowd, the stadium look great, the pitch is coming back to what we all know, and our supporters are good, they're solid, they crave to deliver that success that they've seen at this stadium before. And as a manager, it made me so proud today to see that, you know, unwavered support for the team. It was fantastic.
Was it just about getting over the line?
Yeah,
really?
100%, because we're not playing well. It's there for everyone. Do you know, and criticism of players and criticism of stuff, just it's no good in the modern day game. These players are well aware what we're playing for. They're well aware of what it means to our supporters. You've only got to come out on the pitch into that 9,000 cauldron today to know these fans crave success. And what we've got to be based off a lot more honesty and work ethic at the minute. We're not going to evolve into some mad team that's going to play open, expansive football. We're nowhere near them levels. Our players are trying the best. We go to Halifax now in the playoffs, and it'll be a big night for us, and hopefully it can be a good night. Because one thing we know, our supporters will turn up. We know that 100%, and we've got to make sure as a team that we do our best to turn up.
What's your assessment of the performance overall?
Again, we just got in it. You know, the reason I didn't speak to you last week because I'll only end up saying stuff that not I regret, but that won't be very pleasant. There's no point. There's just no point. We are a team, as you guys have watched, and a lot of the times we stutter. At times we look like we might get into a bit of a rhythm, and then we do some stuff that you go, but the players are not dishonest. The players are actually trying the best. Do you know, but within that formula, you know, we conceding goals and not scoring goals. And today, I felt we looked a lot more solid without the ball. And that was something that I feel when you're struggling for something on a pitch, you've got to be built off something. And for me, the most important thing today was to be built off a solid base.
And does that clean sheet give you something to build on in the playoffs then?
You don't know the playoffs, you know yourselves, that anything can happen now. We travel to Halifax in a really good game. Do you know, it's a great night, we'll have great travel and support. Do you know, it's a good game for everyone to look forward to. Do you know, they put 4 minutes up there, and all you can think about, oh please God, don't they score, because our fans had just gone home so unhappy and so flat, and that would have led into the summer. Do you know, at the minute we know we're not the best team in the playoffs, but there's no reason why we can't win the playoffs.
How'd you go about trying to make them click in the next week or so?
You just keep working at it. My big thing is our supporters know is repetition, is getting them on the pitch, is believing in what you do. We've gone back to the formation that I enjoy. You know, that's the formation that I will play going forward. I will flitter with formations now and again. But in that, I think you've got Everton solidity, you've got flair players on the pitch. But we lack certain things in the pitch. We lack width, we lack penetration, we haven't got many crosses of the ball. So you can write books on what we lack sometimes, but there's no point. The point being now we've got in the playoffs, that's an achievement. And now we've got to make sure we acquit ourselves in them well.
Are you happy with the number of chances that you've created?
Like again, guys, you'll end up, do you know what I mean? It's hard at the minute when you're a team like we are. The game probably had very few chances in it for both teams, no different than the Stockport game. And them games are normally decided on a margin. And normally when you've got flair players or goal scorers, they're the ones who step up to the plate. And at the minute, we're probably struggling for them type of people who step up and win us the games. So we're going to stay built off solidity, and hopefully we can see where that takes us.
No, Gavin Gunning, Joe Quigley, Kwasi Asante, could any of those?
Asante injured, Quigley injured, hamstring. So we're just suffering with the injuries, guys. It is what it is. I'm not trying to be magic with formations and teams and substitutions. You know, Curtis Weston comes off injured today. We have a really tough sort of injury list, and we seem to get injuries very, very easily. And that's something that only going forward that we can look towards changing.
Can any of them be back for next week, maybe?
Oh, what a good question that is. You'd like to hope so and think so. But at the minute, we'll probably just wait and see.
And Halifax, a team who played quite recently.
Great
What's
team,
your thoughts on going there?
Great team, good club, good manager, got good players, very well versed in how they play, very solid, got good players at the top end of the pitch. So we're going to have a tough night. We've got to make sure that Halifax have a tough night as well.
Thank you for your time, Paul.
Thanks, guys.